Your own agent stinks too.
Hey guys, it's Stacy Muller.
And Mary McIntosh.
And we're back with the final reason of why we get a bad rap. And today we're going to talk about why sometimes you as the seller end up not liking your agent.
It happens. It often, and it's really hard for us. We were just chatting about it. We care about you, and we are really, almost always, at least Stacy and I are doing our best, always. And a lot of times, so much of what we have to do is get you to the end goal, get you to the selling table, get it to where you get what you want. But that's not always an easy path. And so what we do is we try to make excuses for what's going on, the things that are making you mad, the windows, the agent's not showing up, the lowball offers. You get frustrated, and then if we are just making excuses for that, then you feel like we're not on your side.
And we are on your side,
Yes.
you guys. I recently had a transaction where they didn't feel like I was on their side. And I was really just trying to get them to the end goal of needing to move. They needed to move out of state. And they got frustrated because they felt like I wasn't on their side. But in reality, I was. I understand as a seller, you're very emotional. You're emotional ties to your house. You want to get the most money for your house. You feel like the buyer's asking for everything. But it's all a negotiation. Like neither side gets 100% of everything they want. And again, if you are unhappy, they're probably unhappy, which means probably the best deal was negotiated. And unfortunately, you might be upset or frustrated and you want somebody to take that out on, and sometimes that ends up being us, but in reality, you shouldn't be mad at us because we are on your side, but we're also trying to hold this together. We're like the mediator. We're like your counselor. We're just trying to, get you to that point and let you see what the other party might be thinking, and not necessarily taking their side, but just trying to play devil's advocate to open the communication to what's going on.
Right, and you know what? One time, this was probably 10 years ago, but somebody said that they weren't going to do an acid wash on their pool, which would have been about $300 or $400 maybe to do that. And so the buyers backed out. They said, "Okay, if you're not going to do that, we don't want your house anymore." Well, unfortunately, what happened about 10 years ago? The market was, and so that $300 or $400 acid wash kept their house from selling at that time, and by the time it did sell, it had gone down another $20,000. Now, we are not going through anything like that again, but we have learned through our long period of time doing real estate is sometimes just put a little perspective on things. It's not that we're not on your side, but sometimes that money is well spent.
Yeah, sometimes you got to give a little to get to your end goal, and even though that may frustrate the heck out of you, we're really just trying to make sure you get to that end goal, get you the best deal. Because in the end, if that buyer walks away, then how mad are you going to be at us that we didn't advise you right? Because you know what? More than likely, the next buyer is going to ask for the same thing.
Right.
And you got to go through the whole frustration of putting your house back on the market, having showings, waiting for an offer, only to still have an inspection period, have an appraisal. Go through the whole process. So if you can try to negotiate, and usually the first offer you get is the best offer you get.
Yep.
And you really got to think long and hard about that. So we're not trying to not be your advocate, or we're not trying to work against you. We're really trying to work for you, even though sometimes it may seem like we're not.
And we try to actually keep the emotion out of it as much as possible. Even though I think we're both really caring and emotional people, we try to make it as business-like. It isn't that we don't care. We just want it to get you where you want to go.
So I hope these videos have helped you guys understand maybe, why we get a bad rap, but maybe understand that we really aren't bad, and that we're human, and that we are really trying to help you guys out. So we hope you'll think of us. Take care.